Hello, hello. I thought I would start a little early today to give people time to come on in the room. All right, let me make sure I got my notes up. I see we are live on Facebook and LinkedIn. Hello, folks. How you doing? How's your week been? Well, your past week, I should say. I'm a little off my time right now because I went out of town last Wednesday and I literally just got back last last night. And so my brain is like fuzzy, but even though I'm quite tired, I need to take a little bit of a rest. I'm still super excited to be here. It's something about our Monday night talks that just always energize me and just make me excited because I get to connect with you guys, connect with my community, give value, and have some good conversation. So hopefully you guys are excited about our Monday night live talks as well. All right, so if you are watching, definitely say hello. Say how you doing. Say something to me so I know you are in the house. Because yeah, I like to get to know each one of you. I was talking with my assistant, and I was like, I really do strive to get to know you guys. Like I want when I see your name pop up, I want to know what you do for business. I want to know where you are in the world. I want to know what you're struggling with. I want to know how I can support you. And the only way I can do that is if you let me know. So definitely don't be shy. Say hi at any time during the presentation. And even if you're watching, hey, said praise the Lord and God bless you. Okay, from Colorado, I see you. Hey, hey. Um, yeah, even if you're watching the replay of this, just say, tell me, what's up and let me know what you're doing. Because I do remember, and I do keep you guys in mind. Not just when I make products and services, but also when I'm thinking about referring people. I was just on a call earlier with somebody that I was going to do a podcast with, and she has a magazine where she looks for people who do crafting. I can't even talk today. That do crafting, and my assistant actually has a crafting business, and so I was like, oh, I have somebody for you. So if you know somebody, look, if you know somebody who does crafting and that's looking to be published in a magazine, let me know. But I think about those things. I know which ones of you are veterans. I know which ones of you have books. I was actually sitting this weekend when I was at the event. I talked to several people that were publishers, some that were in the nonfiction genre, some that were in the fiction genre. So now when you guys are saying, hey, I want to write a book, I'm like, I got you. I got you. I got you editors. I got you publishers. And the only way, again, I know that you need what you need is if you let me know. So, like I said, always say, hey, tell me where you're from. Tell me what your business is. I shout people out too. So don't be shy. And also, if you're in our private Facebook community, every single Sunday, you are allowed to share what it is you do, share your links. Definitely don't be shy doing that because I go back and look. If you tag your website, I'm checking it out. I also encourage others to check it out as well because you never know who is in the group and what they're doing, and we can always support each other. Okay, we got a ghostwriter in the group. I see you. That's what's up. I need one of those. I decided, and we're going to start this session in a second, but I actually decided recently that I am going to write a book. And because I don't like doing things the easy way, I said I'm going to get this book written in the next 30 days. So, yeah, I'm looking for all the people that can help me get that done because that is now a new goal of mine. So, yes, if you are someone who needs a ghostwriter, look, we got one in the private community. Y'all better hit her up. All right. But anyway, because I'll keep chatting. Thank you guys for coming on today. We every Monday we do a live talk. And so we're going to go ahead and get into it. Tonight's topic is the 3 ways to generate traffic to your business that leads to sales. All right. That leads to sales, because that's the goal. We're not just trying to generate traffic to have random conversations. We're trying to generate traffic so that we can nurture leads and obviously make sales. Now, everybody who we attract, are they going to buy from us? Absolutely not. But we talked about it last week. It's kind of a numbers game, and really we have to be about the service. We have to be about providing the value, and when you provide the service and you provide the value, then the sales will definitely come. But for those of you who are new to the fam, let me introduce myself. I am Corey Fonville Foster. I am a transformational speaker, a certified business coach and trainer, and I am the CEO of iRock Marketable Business Solutions. We are a small business marketing firm based in Virginia. All right. A little bit more about us. We help small business owners just like yourselves monetize their passions, right? Through gaining clarity on their offers, finding and engaging with your target audience, and confidently implementing your marketing and sales strategies consistently. Why? Because we want you to live life on your own terms. How do we do this? Simply put, we do this through two ways. We have done with you coaching services where you can get one-on-one or group coaching programs. We also have our hot seat coaching, which we'll talk about in a moment, along with our 1 hour coaching sessions where we can do like a quick crash course to let you get your toe wet, see what it's like to work with me as a coach, but also solve one big problem you're dealing with right now. We also have done for you marketing services. So if you're looking to get a website done, your logo done, a video edited, a course created, an email sequence done, and the list goes on, then we have those offers for you as well. We pride ourselves in being a one-stop shop for small business owners, especially service-based business owners like coaches and consultants, because we know that with some support, you too can have a profitable, successful business. All right. So every Monday, I like to get some announcements out the way just so that we are all on the same accord on what is going on in the iRock universe. Today, we only have two things that we're going to be talking about, and that's our two specials going on right now. One is we have a sale going on for websites and landing pages. Currently, our websites are on sale starting at $450. You pick the platform, you have your domain, and we can help you do the rest. And we also have landing pages right now on sale for $200. So if you're trying to get a speakers page put up and you're like, I got to get this done this month, it is still time. We can definitely knock that out for you. Maybe you have an event coming up, you want an event page. Maybe you want a product page. Maybe you want a page to connect to your lead magnet. Whatever the case is, we can help you there. So if you're interested in getting a new or edited website or getting a landing page created, just use the QR code. I will provide you with the link at the end if you want to reach out, but those are available to you right now on sale to the end of the month. We have another sale, which is a branded promo video, 90 seconds or less. Now, we do edit long form and short form videos, but the sale right now is on promo videos. So if you have an event or a product that you want us to highlight for you, you give us some images, you give us some wording, and we'll give you an amazing branded video for your use. And you can definitely, again, use that QR code or reach out to me and we will get you all set up. All right. All right. So those are the announcements. We're keeping it short today. Something else we do every single Monday is we give out hot seat coaching seats. What is that? Hot seat coaching is literally where we get on a Zoom. You tell me a little bit about you, a little bit about your business, some things you're struggling on, and right then and there, I give you things to solve that problem, things to implement, an action plan, things that you can do to solve that problem right away. Now, if you're thinking that sounds too good to be true, I promise it's not. If you're in our private Facebook community, you can definitely go to the guide section and look up hot seat coaching, and you can see some previous hot seat coaching winners, and you can actually see the whole session there. This week, I decided to do something a little different. Usually I give out the awards to people who these winning prizes to people who engage in our videos. But I looked back at last week and every single person that engaged has already been granted a hot seat coaching seat, meaning like they're in the game. Like they've already been enjoying the content. And so what I thought I would do, because I think some of you are just kind of like silent but watching, because I've looked at the numbers. What I'm going to do is, if you are interested in getting a hot seat coaching session with me for free, it's a 30-minute session. In exchange for my time being free, I do record the sessions and I do post them. But just a little thing, side note, if there's something really private you want to share, I do turn off the recording at the end and you can still share it without it being on camera, because somebody was like, I got something I want to say. Totally get it. But I record the majority of the session in exchange for my time. So it's totally free to you. You can ask any and every question that you may have in that 30 minutes. And for this time, because like I said, the people who've been engaging have already reaped some of the benefits of the prize. What I'm going to do is, if you're interested in talking with me in a hot seat coaching session, all you have to do is comment below me, right? If you comment just 2 letters, M-E, me, then I will reach out to you and get you access to a free hot seat coaching session. Fair enough? All right. Look, I think it's fair enough. All right. So, and I'll mention it again at the end, but if you're interested in getting a free hot seat coaching session, just put in the comments me, and I will be happy to give you one. All right, so let's get into the topic. That was all the announcements, short and sweet today. So, what is our topic? We're going to be talking about 3 ways in which you can generate traffic to your business that leads to sales. I was actually talking to someone earlier today about how people make it so complicated, especially new business owners. I get so many, I'm going to call them excuses, y'all. Can I be real? I'm going to call it an excuse. So many times people are saying, I can't do this because like it's not the right time. I don't have all these things in place. I need X, Y, and Z. It's always something. And I don't think people realize that they can start making money today. You can start making money today. And not just that, and I think it's actually more important, you can start making impact today. All right. So we've talked in previous talks about the idea that in order for someone to want to do business with you in this day and age, you have to have 3 things. They have to know you, they have to like you, they have to trust you. And you do that by being consistent and showing up. Simple enough, right? It's not anything magical. I was talking to someone earlier and they was like, yeah, people think it's magic. It's like, no, it's not magical. It's simple. People have to know, like, and trust you, and they got to see you show up consistently. If you can do that, it doesn't matter if you have a website. It doesn't matter if you have social media that's being posted every single day, 1,000 reels. It does not matter. You can make sales. You can have a profitable business. Now, of course, when we talk about scaling up, building a team, doing all these things, hitting these high numbers, of course, the more you want to make, the more systems you're going to need in place, the more things you're going to have to, put into your systems. But let's just be real. Some of you are just starting out. Some of you have not even hit your first 10K month. And if that is the case, then we're just going to be real and say, this is the things we can do to start getting sales now, to start bringing traffic to our business and engaging with our audience today. So that's what this talk is about. All right. So let's get started. So the first thing you want to do is you want to leverage your network. For those of you who haven't heard my long story of how I got into business, the first thing I did to land my first 3 clients was I leveraged my network. This means you're going to leverage people that are already in your life, already have heard about you, already in your circle, or the circle of your circle. Because if you my friend and you're my friend's friend, then now you my friend. That's how I do it in business. So don't be afraid to leverage your personal and your business connections. Again, my story is really simple. I decided a couple of years ago, after I started my first business, I realized there was a gap in the market for small business marketing and sales. And so I reached out on social media. I was on Facebook and I sent DMs, which are direct messages, to my network. And I said, hey, just want to let you know I'm a virtual assistant now. And if you or anybody you know may need my services, please let me know. And that was the message. That was it. Again, don't overcomplicate things. So many of you are thinking you got to put together these such professional packages and proposals. It's not that way. I literally sent that message out. And from that message, I got 3 clients. 3. Now, I'm not saying they were high paying, high ticket, but I got 3 clients, right? That was 3 more clients than I had before I sent the message. Some of you, that's 3 more clients than you have right now. Like, you've never had your first. That would have been 3 clients right there for you. And that just came from leveraging my network. And that's something that some of you probably haven't even done yet. Some of you, your parents may not know what you do. Your kids may not know what you do. Your colleagues may not know what you do. Your church family might not know what you do. And that means you're missing out on people that are already know, like, and trust you. Those are the 3 things you needed. But your family, your friends, your colleagues, they already know, like, and trust you. Well, at least I hope they like you. But maybe at 2 out of 3. Either way, these are the people you should reach out to first to let them know what it is that you do. And these are going to be some of your best referral people that'll tell others what you do as well. Think about it like this. If anybody's ever gotten their car fixed, right, and you got a good mechanic, because we know how many mechanics out here are shiesty, right? You got a good mechanic. Tell me you won't break your neck when your friend asks you, oh, I need a tune-up. Oh, I got somebody for you, right? I got somebody for you. Why? Because you know, like, and trust your mechanic, and you know that you care about your friend and you want them to work with somebody that you think can really help them. So why wouldn't you do that for your business, right? Why wouldn't you? If you have people you've worked with in the past or that have already seen you as a good person in some other aspect of your life, why wouldn't you tell them what you do so that when someone else comes up to them and says, hey, I need X, Y, and Z, they can say, I got somebody for you, right? I got somebody for you. That's how we do with each other. And so some of you are just being super hush, right? You want a secret. You don't want people to know what you do because you don't want them in your business. But what that does is they're not in your business. They can't refer anybody to your business either. So just keep that in mind. If you're watching this and you have not told your network what you do, I want you to post about it. I want you to DM people about it, call somebody up, and make it simple. Make it simple, guys. Don't make it super complicated, because if you make it super complicated, you do this because of this through this system craziness, they won't be able to articulate that to the next person. So keep it really simple. I said, hey, I'm a virtual assistant. Back then, truthfully, I didn't know exactly what I was going to offer, so I couldn't have been more specific. Nowadays, if I were to tell people what I do, I would say, hey, I do work for small business owners, mostly coaches and consultants, and I help them with marketing and coaching. And I keep it simple because at the end of the day, if somebody at least reaches out, I can let them know whether they're in the right place or not. I don't want them to automatically say I'm not the right person for them because they don't understand what it is that I do. Okay, so even grandma who doesn't know how to work her smartphone can be able to share what you do, then you know you've said it right. Just make it really simple and short, and make sure that you remind them of what you do as well. All right. I also want you to connect with companies and groups and organizations that can support you and your audience. Some of you have been a part of sororities, fraternities, and other like nonprofit organizations. A lot of times they can be some great referrals as well, because I hear it all the time. Oh, that's my soror. Like they constantly saying that. Those people can be some great referrals for you as well, because that's already a network of people built in. I know for me, I did Toastmasters for like 6 or 7 years. I have gotten so many Toastmaster clients throughout my business because I can say, hey, I was in Toastmasters, or people that are in Toastmasters tell each other, or they see my post like, oh, do you know this person? Yeah, she was a Toastmaster and she does this for her business. Again, I'm leveraging organizations that I've been a part of. You can also leverage organizations that service the clientele that you support. So if you support women, right? Go to organizations that support women. If you support businesses, go to local organizations that support businesses, and let them know what you do, because by servicing their community, you also are being able to bring more traffic to you and your offers. See, we don't have to make it complicated. All right, learn to collaborate with others in your field and those who service similar audiences. I find that a lot of people are scared. It's like that scarcity mindset of you think that if the next person gets a sale, then that's a sale taken from you. But in reality, there's just enough for all of us. That's literally why our tagline at iRock is I rock, you rock, we all rock. Because I know that I can do really great. I know you can do really great. And I know that all of us have room to be amazing business owners, have profitable, successful businesses that impact the world. And if I go around thinking that all my audience has to be just for me, and I'm not going to share them with anybody because I worked hard to get them, and I'm not going to tell them about anybody else because they might steal, right? They might steal my clientele. If you go around feeling that way, then we're all going to miss out on some amazing opportunities. I make it a point to reach out to people that are in different areas that can service my target audience. That's why we have the iRock Masterclass. That's why we have not just the masterclass, but also the podcast that'll be coming out. That's why when you see me at events or you see me share other people's information, it's because these are my people. I love what they do. And I know that if they're doing great work, why shouldn't you know about them? Even if you go work with them. Some of you may go on to work with people in my network and never work with me, but guess what? I'm still super excited for you and for them, because whoever's for you will be for you. And maybe you weren't for me, but I'm so happy that you got with someone that I know will impact your life. So don't be so afraid to collaborate. I just said amen to that. Collaboration is key. Absolutely. Don't be afraid to collaborate, because a lot of times those collaborations open other doors and other opportunities. That person may be so successful that they can no longer accommodate certain people. And it's like, hey, you can have them, right? I literally was talking at this event I went to this past weekend, and I had connected with an editor, amazing editor, but she decided she no longer wanted to edit like self-help books. She really wanted to get into more poetry and just the art of writing, right? She wanted to just be more in touch with that process, that audience. And she introduced me to an amazing amazing editor that does self-help. She could have been stingy and be like, I'm not gonna give her that lead. Like, I'm not gonna do that. But now first of all, now I already know, like, and trust that person because she's my friend's friend. And if she her friend, she now my friend. So I already know she's a reputable business. I know she's amazing and she's excited to work with me. I'm excited to work with her, and nobody lost anything, right? Everybody got a benefit from that opportunity. So you just can't always go around thinking, if I talk about somebody else, if I collaborate with somebody else, they're going to like them more than me. And then they're not going to want to work with me. Absolutely not. Stay true to you. Know that you're a boss chick. Know that you're an expert, and don't be afraid. Now, I don't go around bringing in somebody who does exactly what I do. Like, why would I do that? So I'm not saying, shoot yourself in the foot, but I do work with people that work very similar, do similar things to me, or do things that my audience can also benefit from. So just keep that in mind. All right. And then also, some of you are missing out on something real simple when it comes to leading people to your business. And that's just asking for referrals. Simple as that. Why are you not asking your community, your network for referrals? Look at why are you not asking for referrals? Every time you do a project with a person or a company, ask them for a referral, a written referral, a video referral, and then ask them to tell at least three, give you either the information to three people or tell three people about what you do. Keep them on your email list. Keep them, give them an incentive to refer. I know my very first 2 years of business, we had an amazing referral program for our marketing clients, where for every marketing client they brought to us, they got $100 off their bill every month. I'm telling you, I had one client that every single month had a referral. She never paid full price for her package. And I was okay with that because every contract she brought me was a 6-month contract person. So every month I got a new 6-month person, and she got $100 off of her bill. Everybody was happy. So again, don't be that scarcity mindset of like, oh, I can't afford this. Give people incentives for referring people to you. Have a referral program, have an affiliate program. Okay. It's okay to not make all the coins, but you get people in the door. And don't be afraid just to ask for a simple referral. You don't even always have to incentivize people. I've gotten my first 2 or 3 years of business were mostly referral based. And I remember people being like, you need to do more like ads and different things. And I was like, I'm all right over here just in referrals because they were coming in consistently. And while I'll say, I don't think you can scale effectively that way. You definitely can maintain that way. So definitely ask for referrals. Ask people to tell their network about you. And again, make it easy, make it simple for them to do so. All right, so that's leveraging your network. Next, I want you to leverage your own media, right? These are things that you have, they're yours, they don't depend on other people. These are things like social media, all right? You want to lead people to your offer, well, you're going to have to show up consistently. You're going to have to show up with value. You're going to have to show up being your authentic self. And you can do that through social media. Now, I'm never going to be someone that tells you have to be on every single platform, right? Some of you are just like, I ain't going to be on Twitter. I feel you. Now, while it may look like I'm on Twitter, I never opened the app. Can't tell you my password if you wanted me to, but I post there daily. Is that the best method? No, I'll be honest. If you are going to, when you pick the platforms you're going to engage on, the best to get the best outcome, you're going to have to be up there consistently, but you're also going to have to engage in the platform because that's just how the algorithm works. But you do not have to be on every platform actively, I should say. So actively and very hands-on, I'm on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. Look, and Instagram. Those are my platforms of choice. That is where my audience talks to me most. I'm gonna do better on Instagram and better on TikTok, but y'all keep me in prayer for those. But I'm also on Twitter. I've also done a lot on Pinterest. But do I open those apps and engage and do all the things? Absolutely not. And so I encourage you, especially if you're not into social media, pick your favorite platform and then pick the platform where your audience is mostly. And those are the platforms you should be truly active and engaged on and be consistent in putting out value. There is no excuse for really not posting on multiple platforms because there's just technology that can help you post. So for instance, our marketing clients, we post to all of their platforms every single day. And I don't make it difficult. I'm gonna post the same stuff on every platform for the most part, outside of like reels and specialty things. And that's it. You just post everything everywhere, because the truth be told, people are not going to every platform to see different content. They're going to engage with you on the platforms that they enjoy. So if they like TikTok, they're going to engage with you on TikTok. If they prefer LinkedIn, they're going to be with you on LinkedIn. If they really enjoy Facebook, that's where they will engage with you. So don't think you have to post something different so that when they go to the different profiles on the different platforms, that they'll be like, "Ooh, new stuff." That's not really how it works. So you don't have to be everywhere, but definitely pick the place where you naturally want to be. And then, of course, where's your audience? So for me, I naturally am on Facebook. And then my audience is mostly on Facebook and LinkedIn. That's why most of my efforts are there. That's why I'm streaming now to two different places on Facebook and LinkedIn. Now, that doesn't mean I also have a YouTube channel where these videos will go. I also will get these videos chopped up and put them on TikTok and Instagram. And I also post, like I said, to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Pinterest. But again, I'm not actively on all of those platforms. All right. Some of you also are great writers. Maybe you're not into tons of video content. I will say get to it because video right now is king, but you can also leverage your blog, right? You write articles. LinkedIn has a space where you can do LinkedIn articles. And those are great ways too to engage with people who like the written word and who want to engage with you that way. You can even link those blogs or articles in your emails to say, okay, hey, here's a quick snippet, but if you want to read more, check this out. And you can give them a link to your blog or your email, and that can also lead people to your offers. You can put things on your websites that lead people to your offers, right? You own it. It's yours. You can update it. You can add value to that. Your email list, like I said, you can link your articles and things there, or you can just put text there to let them know about offers and give them more value through your emails. That also can lead people to your offers. If you have a podcast, I think if you have the opportunity to create a podcast, this is just a great time to do so because people love podcasts. The numbers are constantly growing because podcasts are like replacing radio in the morning while people are driving to work. They can listen to your podcast. And I forgot what the numbers are, but the odds of people finishing a podcast are even higher than finishing like this video or finishing reading an article. Like people are going through and listening to the podcast. So that definitely can nurture your audience and get them ready to enjoy a sale from you. If you have a book, right? I was just at an event, was just gifted a book. Let me see if I can get it in the screen. Can't wait to read it. The author was actually a speaker there. I'm sure that this book, it's made so that it gives me some results, but to get more results, what I need to do, I need to reach out to this person and see about their next level offer. There we go. And so if you have a book, especially if you're in the business world, make sure it's a book that's relevant to what you do. And when people read the book, make sure it leads them to want more, right? I'm craving more from you. How else can I work with you? And then they will go on to buy more things from you. I know for me, my coach, she had a book. And so what ended up happening was somebody told me about her. I went to a free virtual challenge. I got the book. And as soon as I got the book, I went to her website like, okay, I like this lady. How can I work with her more? And so I went and looked at her website and I saw she had the book and then she had maybe something else. And then she had her academy and then something else after that. I said, okay, I like the academy. And then she emailed me, right? Because now I'm on the email list. I bought the book and I've been at a challenge and it was like, hey, we got a free live event. Not a free live event. She had a live event. I said, well, I'm going to go to this live event. And I said, you know what? When I go to the live event, if she's good, I'm going to get in that academy. Went to the live event. She told us, sadly, the academy was over. I was hurt. But then she said, guess what I have? I have a mastermind. I was like, here's my card, right? But what got me there? The book, right? The book. Then seeing her on social media, right? I saw the challenge. It was completely free. Didn't spend any money. Like that's what got me in the door. So some of you are thinking you have to go out here and spend tons of money on ads to bring people in, but no, you got to just show up in the form that they enjoy connecting with you and be consistent and have value. Because that book, right? That free challenge, that social media post is what got me to her high ticket offer. All right. If you do have lead magnets, those are great to lead people to your offer. And then hosting your own events. Like I said, she had a challenge that got me in the door. It's again, there's just no excuse in this day and age because you can literally host a virtual event for free on your social media platform or on Zoom. Right? You make 30-minute sessions. You can do it on the free version of Zoom. And having your event, giving people value, will allow them to connect with you more. And that will be a great way to lead them to your offer. And there is an actual strategy that you can use, especially for social media, for your email marketing, for your book, for your lead magnet, for events, to actually make sure there's a funnel process to make sure that they go into offers. We're not going to talk details about that today, but just know these are great ways to use and leverage your own media to get more sales. So let's go through our third thing, because we're going to be in and out today. We're almost done. Next, I want you to leverage your borrowed media. And now this is media that you don't own, but you can still utilize to make you look amazing and get people to check you out, and of course nurture them to get sales. All right, this is things like appearances, right? Some of you are sitting on a gold mine. Like, you have an amazing business, you have an amazing product or service, but nobody knows about it, right? Maybe you don't have time to make a podcast. Maybe you haven't had a chance to write that book. Maybe you're showing up on social media, but you're just growing kind of slow. Go out and engage on other people's platforms where they already have built an audience. So if somebody else is having an event, reach out. I think some people think you have to be like this A-list celebrity to get these gigs. Not true. Now, will you get paid a whole bunch to appear? Sometimes no. Can you get paid? Absolutely. But I encourage you, even if it's free, reach out and get on somebody's event, whether it's virtual or in person, so that more people can see you, because that gives you that third party of credibility saying, hey, this person's good enough to be on somebody else's stage. They must be really who they say they are. And now I'm interested again. I want to connect with them. You're getting in front of people that maybe you would have never gotten a chance to connect with from just your own audience. Also, other people's like events and things. So if they have any type of specials, I know, like for me, I've seen a couple of times where they have like giveaways, right? And it'll be like, hey, we're giving away 46 courses for $46 or over 46 days, whatever the case may be. And the person hits the button, they get the access to all the things. And guess what happens? Your email now goes on all of those contributors' email list. So now they can reach out to you, invite you to their other events, their other offers, their podcast or whatever. You can do that too. And even if you don't already know people who do that, get your network together. You got 5 good business partners, business friends. Say, hey, let's all get our 5 lead magnets together and give them away for free, right? Because that's more enticing than one. Say, hey, we're going to give you these 5 things for free. All you got to do is put your email address in. People give you their name and email address. Now, all of you have grown your email list. Isn't that amazing? You can do that as well. And then publications, pitching yourself for press. So pitching yourself for magazines, pitching yourself for TV, pitching yourself for podcasts. You want to be featured places because, again, it helps your third party credentials. It says, hey, this person's amazing enough that somebody else thought they were awesome enough to put in their stuff. Simple as that. Now, don't get it twisted. All these publications aren't created equal, but you got to get started, right? I remember I was so apprehensive in the beginning because I thought I could never get on a podcast. I was like, it's going to be hard. Like, they have like these big names. And I was like, well, let me just, shoot my shot. And I'm telling you, podcasts have been one of the easiest things to get on. It's not even funny. There's a system and a way to pitch for them to get them. But once you figure it out, or you have a coach that can help you, you can get in there. And now you have features on podcasts from all over the country or all over the world. And you can do that rather quickly. So if you're sitting there right now saying, I really wish that I was featured somewhere, or I really wish that I could get in a magazine, or I really wish anything, right? You just have to go out here and do it, or find yourself a coach that can help you figure out how to do it. Okay, because I literally was on the podcast will come out soon. You'll hear about it. But the person that we're featuring in the podcast on this episode actually owns a magazine. And she talks about exactly what she looks for when she features somebody. And she gives you the link for it to how to pitch yourself to be featured in the magazine. There you go. So again, I leverage my network to you guys. So you'll hear about that soon. But it's not rocket science, guys. I think some people just make these things harder than they have to be. And it's just unnecessary, I promise you. So let's review real quick the 3 things that you can do, the 3 ways that you can generate traffic to your business that leads to sales. The first one was leveraging your network. And actually, I'll go back so you can see it on the screen. Here we go. The first one was to leverage your network, right? The people you already know, the people who already know, like, and trust you. The second was leverage your own media. So things you already own, such as social media, blogs, websites, email lists, podcasts, books, lead magnets, your own events, things of that nature. And then lastly, you're going to leverage your borrowed media. So you're going to get featured on other people's stages, other people's platforms, their podcasts, their radio stations, their TV productions, their magazines, their events. And that is the way you are going to show up consistently, show up as the expert that you are. And then that will then in turn lead people to wanting to work with you and make sales. So if you enjoyed this talk today, and you want to connect more with us, so sorry if you can hear my child. Kids don't stop talking. But if you're interested in talking more with us, I definitely want to encourage you to book a free strategy call. If anything I said today sounds great, but you're like, I just don't know where to start, I would love to be better on my social media. I would love to get featured on more platforms. I would love to create my own expertise on my platform. I don't know what to say to my network to get them to refer me. Go ahead and book a call with us. It's totally free. First of all, I just want to get a chance to chat with you guys who are engaging on my platforms, but also we definitely can get you some strategies and some techniques that are affordable or free that can help you get started. And just like I mentioned at the beginning of this talk, I said, hey guys, we're going to do something different for our hot seat coaching sessions. I want to remind you, let me pull it back up so that you can see it here. There we go. If you are interested in getting a hot seat coaching session, all you have to do is put the word me in the chat and I will check it out. And I'm going to look at it probably in the next day or two just to give people a chance to watch the replay. But if you are interested in getting a free hot seat coaching session with me, that's a 30-minute session on Zoom to ask any and every question you may have about your business, starting it up, marketing, sales, etc. Then definitely put me in the chat and I would be happy to connect with you guys. But that is all we have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed our training. Next week, we will be back live and in action. And I can even tell you what our topic is. Let me look here. Next week, May 27th, our topic is 5 common marketing mistakes to avoid as a small business owner. All right, I see the me's in the chat. I got you. I'll shoot you a DM. But 5 common marketing mistakes to avoid as a small business owner. And if you're on our email list, every time we post a reminder for these Monday Night Lives, we always ask you, is there any topics you're interested in? Feel free to let us know. And if you're not on our email list, when you should be, but also just send me a message, say, hey, I would love for you to do a training on this or that. And I'd be happy to add that into the roster. Before the end of next week, we will definitely put in all of our April topics to make sure that you guys have all the resources that you may need to make sure you have a profitable business and that 2023 is your best year yet. But with that being said, guys, I'm going to end this video for tonight. And remember, I rock, you rock, we all rock, and I will see you guys next week.